Welcome back, it's the Wicked One. We're gonna test Genie today. I got Genie all leveled up to orange. Gotta remove these. So we don't have the artifact spells. Going to training ground. And we have Genie with the ogre. And then we have another ogre on the other side, and then Storm Elemental. If Genie can out-heal the damage of the Storm Elemental, then its healing is good enough to make a difference. Right now it's keeping up pretty good. It's losing out to these Storm Elementals now. But it's still keeping up pretty well.
Your enemy is the sky itself. Your enemy is the sky itself.
Genie's benefit over Monk is that it has constant healing instead of burst healing. The Monk normally will end up doing a little extra healing.
Let me show you how to fly. Hurricanes will sweep the battlefield.
But the Genie is doing 20,000 healing every time, which that's a pretty decent amount. And we're going to fast forward this to see the results of the amount of healing.
Let me show you how to fly.
So it did end up doing pretty well there. Storm Elementals did 7.7 million damage. The other ogre did 3.4 million. But this Genie did 4 million healing. That's pretty insane. And then if you see the true damage, the Storm Elemental is only 2 million. So the Genie, its healing might be lower than the damage of Storm Elemental, but it's 100% true, while normal damage is reduced by defense. And then we'll go over the Genie's abilities real quick. With the first ability, it's got Spell Gift. When the Genie's attack switches to healing, it restores the HP of friendly units within the lowest HP percentage by 80% of the Genie's attack. Genie's healing rate is increased by 7.5%. Then you have 3 wishes. When a Genie unit is on the battlefield, they will bless 3 random friendly units, granting them one of the following effects: 7.5% units damage reduction, 7.5% units damage, or 7.5% attack speed. The next ability, Genie's HP increased by 20%, its magic resistance increased by 10%, and the unit's damage reduction increased by 5.5%. And then the last one, when a Genie unit is enhanced by a friendly secondary spell, it restores 10% of the max HP of the unit with the lowest HP percentage. It's doing constant healing with its first ability, Spell Gift. And its last ability, if you're using a buff hero, this will do some serious healing. And at red, it's the tower, so it shortens the duration of silent and increases their crit damage. I haven't tested yet if Genie can do crit heals. I can end up doing that. What hero would I use? I could be using Yogg. Yeah. Yogg only has 1 buff. Let's use Gelu, because Gelu has some pretty insane heals. We'll make Genie heal pretty insane amounts. We'll just use this comp, and then we'll switch over to, we'll add another DPS to this. Let's go Fire Elemental. This should be enough damage. We might not survive this. This is 2 higher damage units, but it'll be a good test. But Frenzy, so it does do crit heals. Then when you have Frenzy on it, the healing is pretty insane there.
Hurricanes will sweep the battlefield.
Genie did pretty well there.
Hurricanes will sweep the battlefield.
Let's see that healing real quick. Using that, Genie in 60... It lived for 67 seconds. It did 4 million healing. That's just as much as last game. And that's in a fraction of the time. Instead of 300 seconds, it did that in 67. So a Genie Gelu is pretty insane healing. And now let's compare this to the Monk. We'll change it so we don't have a Gelu anymore. Go back to her. She's not very good, and she's not leveled up, so it makes a pretty good test. My mouse is going crazy. There we go.
Set forth with the power of the wind.
There we have the Monk. I wouldn't be surprised if the Monk out-heals the Genie, but it should be pretty close. And the problem with Genie, it doesn't actually do any damage.
Your enemy is the sky itself.
What they should do with the Genie, instead of making it do 80% of his attack as healing, keep that, but then just add another effect where it also hits the other unit, so it does 100% attack to the unit. Just doesn't have any abilities, it would make it a good unit, and it would have some decent healing there. See, as you can see, the Monk was the top DPS because it does good DPS. Only 1.2 million. So the Genie definitely out-healed the Monk. I'm very surprised by that. The Monk is not orange, so this would increase it by 50% healing. But even with a 50% increase, it's still not out-healing the Monk, or the Genie. That's a good sign for the Genie. It doesn't do any damage whatsoever, which that's unfortunate, but... And it's a 4 unit instead of a 9 unit as Monk, so it's going to take less damage from spells, so it's a little tankier. So overall, the Genie is definitely the best healer in the game, but the Monk does damage, and that's so the Monk will probably fit in more comps better, but the Genie is going to do constant healing all the time. Well, there you have it. That's the review on the Genie. If you guys like the Genie, let me know. If you guys don't like the Genie, also let me know. It's an event unit, which is kind of unfortunate because it's a good healer and is kind of needing those other comps, but it's overall one of the top tier healers in the game. Might be a good addition to anyone's team, unless you're going for just a pure damage, but the Genie might be able to out-heal one of your damage dealers, like I did earlier with the Storm Elemental. It's able to out-heal the Storm Elemental in most cases. That's a good sign. Alright guys, have a good day.